Welcome to BikeBeat. The new 2025 Suzuki RM-Z450R rolls into view. You know, when Suzuki drops an updated RM-Z, it's worth paying attention. They're not the company to flood the market with endless bold new graphics additions. They wait until they've dialed in something worth talking about, and this year, they brought their A game. At first glance, it looks like pure Suzuki champion yellow paint that practically glows, aggressive lines, a front fender that cuts through the air like a beak, and the unmistakable silhouette of a machine bred for holeshots in tight berms. But spend a few minutes around it and you realize this isn't just an aesthetic refresh, it's been sharpened in all the right places. Underneath that aggressive bodywork sits a 449 cubic centimeters four-stroke, liquid-cooled, DOHC single-cylinder engine that's been refined for 2025 to deliver even smoother low-end torque and an extra snap in the mid-range. Suzuki's always been known for linear, predictable power delivery, and that's still here, but twist the throttle on this one and you feel a crispness that makes short work of sandy straights or loamy corners. The 5-speed gearbox is as precise as you'd expect, and the multi-plate wet clutch, using a rack and pinion mechanism, gives you the kind of modulation you need when conditions turn tricky. It's one of those bikes that can launch you to the moon in the right hands, but still feels approachable if you're not Eli Tomac on the weekends. Handling has always been Suzuki's calling card in the 450 class, and the RM-Z450R keeps that crown. The aluminum twin-spar frame is stiff where you need it but flex-tuned for feel, and the swing arm geometry works with the chassis to give you razor-sharp turn-in without feeling twitchy at speed. The weight balance is spot-on, making it just as happy railing a wide-open sweeper as it is dancing through a rutted S-section. The subframe is slim, the seat height feels natural, and the ergonomics let you shift your weight effortlessly whether you're attacking a jump face or braking hard into a downhill. Suspension on this bike is straight from Suzuki's premium playbook. Up front, you've got Showa inverted coil spring forks, tuned for plush initial stroke but progressive damping as you hit the big impacts. They're not some overcomplicated air fork experiment, they're simple, reliable, and easily adjustable at the track. Out back, the Showa balance-free rear cushion shock, technology borrowed from Suzuki's GSX-R 1000R superbike, keeps the rear tire glued to the dirt even when the track turns brutal. You can feel it when you hammer through braking bumps or land off-center from a jump. Instead of kicking you into orbit, it tracks straight and keeps the bike composed. Braking is handled by a Sirius setup, a 270mm wave rotor with a twin-piston caliper up front delivers bite without being grabby, and out back, the slimline master cylinder tucks away neatly to avoid catching on boots or getting clogged with mud. The lever feel is consistent, letting you trail brake with confidence right to the apex. Where the RM-Z450R has really stepped into modern racing is electronics. With the MX Tuner 2.0 system, you can pull out your smartphone and dial in your fuel injection and ignition timing in minutes. You can have one map for deep sand, another for hardpack, another for technical indoor sections, and switch them out with ease. That's not a gimmick, it's the kind of fine-tuning that can shave seconds off lap times. Pair that with Suzuki's Holeshot Assist Control, or SHSC, and you've got a launch system that works in 3 distinct modes, one for slick starts, one for high traction blasts, and a standard mode for everything in between. Add in traction management that subtly adjusts ignition timing and fuel delivery depending on throttle position, RPM, and gear, and you've got a bike that doesn't just make power, it uses it intelligently to keep you moving forward, no matter what's under the tires. Climb onto the bike and you notice the ergonomics feel natural. The plastics are slim, letting your knees grip without snagging. The seat transitions cleanly into the tank, making it easy to slide forward for cornering. The champion yellow bodywork isn't just for looks, it's part of Suzuki's Beat DNA design language, giving it a fast, purposeful stance even when it's standing still. Rims are lightweight black anodized units laced with stainless spokes, wrapped in Bridgestone Battlecross X30 tires that give a confidence-inspiring mix of grip and durability across different surfaces. Small touches make a difference here. Twin fuel couplers mean you can instantly change between richer or leaner fuel maps without breaking out a laptop, just plug and go. The airbox is toolless for quick filter swaps between motos. Even the radiator shroud shaping has been CAD designed for optimized airflow and better cooling under sustained high load. And then there's the way it rides. Out on the track, the 2025 RM-Z450R feels explosive but never unruly. Crack the throttle out of the gate and the Holeshot Assist Control hooks you up without spinning away momentum. Hit the first turn and the chassis flicks in like it's reading your mind. Mid-corner stability is rock solid, and when you stand it up and drive, that engine delivers a broad wave of power that carries you over jumps without drama. Land, hit the next set of whoops, and the Showa suspension keeps you skimming the tops instead of burying into the gaps. Every input feels direct, every reaction predictable. It's the kind of ride that makes you want to push harder every lap. For all that tech and performance, Suzuki has kept the price surprisingly grounded. At about $9,299 in the US. It undercuts some of its big-name rivals while giving you a full pro-level package. You're not paying for unnecessary frills, it's kickstart only, no electric start or battery weight, keeping things simple and race-focused. The money you do spend goes into parts that matter: chassis, suspension, power delivery, and electronics you'll actually use. Step back after a few motos and you realize Suzuki's approach with the 2025 RM-Z450R is all about balance. It's got enough modern tech to keep up with the times, but it hasn't abandoned the pure, mechanical connection that makes motocross addictive. It's light enough to feel flickable, planted enough to inspire trust, and strong enough to take the hits. If you want something you can roll onto the track and immediately feel at home on, but still have room to grow your pace, this bike nails that sweet spot. So who's it for? Honestly, if you're a serious weekend warrior who races local events, you'll get everything you need here without draining your savings. If you're an amateur moving into higher-level competition, the electronics and chassis tuning potential mean you can set it up exactly how you want it. And if you just love the idea of a 450 that turns like a 250 and punches like a heavyweight, it's going to put a big grin on your face. The sun's starting to drop now, and the track's shadows are stretching out. The RM-Z450R is dust-streaked, the knobbies chewed from a day of riding hard, and the motor's still ticking quietly as it cools. It's the kind of machine that makes you want to load up the van and do it all over again tomorrow. Suzuki hasn't just kept up with the class leaders this year, they've thrown a punch that lands clean. For riders who value connection, confidence, and capability without fluff, the 2025 RM-Z450R isn't just another option. It's the one you'll remember when you're hunting that perfect lap.